What a day. Okay, this is our second Health in 2.0 in as many days. I've interviewed like 5 people today, and we just got off stage from the Going Digital Behavioral Health Tech Conference organized by Solomé Tabibu. Matthew, I have figured out what the issue is with these digital conferences. I mean, I love them, but there's nobody at the end of the day to reward you with free drinks.
That's the problem. We've assessed the issue, and that's the problem with mental health, digital health, and everything else is not enough free drinks.
Yes, the hard-hitting diagnosis. Stay tuned, guys. We got a bunch of deals here to talk through on this episode of Health in 2.0. Mr. Holtz, we are back with the deals that were left over from yesterday, plus more stuff that happened.
All overnight. And that doesn't even count the rumors we heard about at the Going Behavioral Digital Health. I still don't know the name of that conference. It was very good.
It was a great conference.
People have been tweeting my bubble chart.
Oh, yes, your bubble chart. We're actually going to put the whole talk up on the healthcare blog so everybody can check that out and admire the bubble chart in all of it.
By the way, it also, the talk had a short Health in 2.0 in the early part of it as well.
It totally did. It was very meta. It was so meta. So good. All right.
Today's deal.
Somebody, you know what the best part about that is? I'm going to say this because this was awesome. Somebody said that we were like the digital health version of Car Talk.
Oh, click it, brothers.
Yes! Like that's like the ultimate compliment.
You could be the university professor one, and I could be the one who, had the parts shop.
I want to be the one that's more charismatic.
Weren't they both charismatic?
Okay. Get your timer.
You are the one who's more charismatic.
Let's roll.
Steady, go.
So Kaia Health gets $26 million in a B round that's led by Optum Ventures.
All right. These are the Germans are coming. The Germans are coming to the US. This is another kind of like Fizera. This is the backs and hinge health. This is sort of doing your back musculoskeletal digital therapeutic BS. Basically, it's exercises that you do yourself, which prevent back surgery later. Saves a lot of money. Good idea. It's a lot of cash. Hopefully that will have to grow. It's the next big category after mental health, as we discussed the other day.
Yeah, Hinge has a lot of money too, so we'll see what happens there. RapidSOS gets $21 million for their emergency response tech.
Interoperability, you love it. It's about putting data from hospitals and other data sources into the hands of the 911 rapid response, first response team. I don't know much about it, but it's clearly a growing area. Yes.
Okay. What about Ready? They get $48 million. Google Ventures is in this. You have some hot gossip on this.
Not any hot gossip, but this is clever because they are sending someone to your house to put them in front of telemedicine. So they will send a tech, an EMT, a nurse, someone will go to your house. So it's like home visits like a heal, but not with an expensive doctor, instead with a cheaper person who can then get you access and do basic stuff and then get you access directly then and there to telemedicine. Sounds like a lot of money, but an interesting concept. They're in several cities.
What about Abacus Insights? They get $35 million. Campy is in this, a bunch of blues.
This is like interoperability, getting data out of health plans to do something. What? I don't know.
All right, what about Target offering CirrusMD to all of its employees, whether or not they're on the insurance plan or not?
Yeah, well, I mean, so it's a big win for CirrusMD, which has been kind of started with the text. I mean, it has text to photos and text to video. They started with Kaiser and some other stuff, but a good win for them.
All right, and Doximity acquires THMED. Is that how you say their name? THMED, a healthcare staffing company, which has changed their name, thankfully, from THMED to Curative.
All right. Well, Doximity is an interesting one. So they have basically every doctor in America on their platform. They do a little bit of work on some referrals back and forth. They do a lot of work of now they have a new platform for telehealth. There's another one called Doximity. So Doximity and Doximity.
Oh my God.
Too confusing, but two rival telehealth platforms. But the main thing, as far as I understand, it's a bit of a mystery to me. Jeff THMED and the crowd there have been building is essentially a LinkedIn for doctors, which helps you to do recruiting. You can figure out which doctor you can go and find if you're a hospital or whatever you want to recruit doctors. Now, what they've actually done is gone and bought this thing that now THMED now called Curative, which is a real temporary and I presume permanent staffing agency, which are going to slap onto that. So now they really are aggressively going to go out and sort of use their database of doctors, which is living, breathing, has all the people who come and join and do it with other stuff, and actually sort of, take a cut as they sell their bodies on. So it's kind of like LinkedIn plus Indeed plus, a headhunter like, Oxyon Partners would be, or in the health tech space. So it's probably a good thing. They're still sitting. Every time you see Jeff Dagney, they raised $50 million from Canvas like 5 years ago. Every time I see him, he says, oh, they're still sitting on that money and I haven't done anything with it. So maybe that's what they did with the money. And, talking about getting out and doing IPOing, and it's time for those guys to go because they've been doing well for a long time.
Did that timer go?
Ages ago. You got this question in about a second before the end.
No way. I didn't even hear it.
Well, I go back and check the tape.
Okay. All right. I believe you, but I didn't hear it. Okay, good. Wow. Then.
Well, I may have talked for more than 2 minutes just about Doximity. There were 5 or 6 others before we got there.
Yeah. That's usually how this works, this show, where I ask you about fundraising deals, multiples of them for 2 whole minutes. Usually I look forward to, what I like is when I hear the timer and then I'm like, oh, thank God this is over now.
Oh, you were stressed. We were just doing the 2 minutes.
I was like, how long is he going to go on about this?
The space-time continuum got warped and the 2 minutes went on forever.
Oh my God, seriously, it kind of felt like that. And also like the space-time continuum got warped yesterday when we both ended an era in digital health and began an era in digital health. I'm like, my mind was just blown. It's like Proteus goes bankrupt, end of an era, beginning of an era in digital health with Achille and their ADHD video game getting approval. Like, I don't know where we are anymore. I feel like we've entered some alternate reality.
I think you spent too long on that mental health discussion today. I heard some interesting stuff there about what kind of mental health I need.
Oh, what do you need? I'd love to know.
I think a good punch in the face was probably the actual prescription, but something else.
Well, you're like the human version of Xanax for me.
Oh, that's so sweet. Does that mean
it is, right? Mm-hmm, totally.
Are you at least going to sleep cheerfully?
I don't know. Usually there's a wave of panic. Then I talk to you and I'm like, oh God.
The panic's over. And the
panic's over. I'm a little stunned. I feel like I've had a couple glasses of wine. I don't know. Anyway. All right, guys. Well, we have caught up on our fundraising deals. So who knows what next week is going to bring. For now, but who knows what's going to happen. Exciting stuff. I'm at Jess on Twitter if you want to follow along. He is at BoltyBoy. And of course, you should be sure to visit thehealthcareblog.com.
After only a million episodes behind me, I realize I can do the Vanna White.
Yes, that's not just there to hide all of the junk that is living behind you.
It is there to hide all the junk.
Is that a Regina? Is that a Regina painting?
That's another Regina painting I put up I did the FIRE Development Days keynote yesterday, which was great fun. 500 people, I think, paid to go to that conference.
I'm surprised.
Well, I mean, you can see so much. I've been talking about this elsewhere on Twitter. You can see so much online for free. Like today's conference is free. There were some sponsors, but today's conference, Simon did an amazing job. But today's conference is free. There's so much free content, including this and the THCB gang coming up on THCB later today. That so much great stuff. The paying is.
Did the paid conference have free drinks at the end? Because this could
come
out full circle.
I couldn't go because it was too early for my time. I had kids to deal with. They had 5 virtual pubs you could go to. You go into the bar, but I don't know what the hell happens I didn't get into one, so I don't know what it's like. But they had 5 in different countries. But the problem is there's no actual drinks. You have to provide your own actual drinks, and it's only good when somebody else is buying them for you.
This is the truth. And we'll leave it there. All the hard-hitting news and the reporting on all of the conferences that matter here in health tech. Thanks so much for joining us, everybody. We'll see you next time.